welcome to the stream. I guess that's a good way to start it, right? One of these days I'll figure out how to do this streaming thing. So yeah. Today we're going to start by doing something a little bit different. This is Princess Quest. And this was submitted by one of the people in the Discord. I want to get the name right. It's like Jame, which I'm guessing might be short for James, which is also my name, coincidentally. Submitted this Jame B14 on the Discord. So there's a link in the Discord. I didn't get his permission to put it here, his or her, I'm not sure. I'm guessing it's maybe it's Jamie. It could be Jamie, right? Let's not make assumptions. Hey, that's your game. You are the expert. But yeah, this was made in Unreal Engine. So we're gonna play through this really quick. Word on the street, I haven't actually beat it yet. Word on the street is it's not terribly long, but I just wanted to show like some of the attention to like smaller things, right? So we got settings here, and we can actually change these, which, you know, we don't cover in the course. I don't know, maybe we should, but yeah, you can make all these changes here, which I thought was a nice touch. There's a delete save. I'm guessing that'll delete it if I actually have one, but I don't yet because I haven't played it on this computer. Hey everyone. So I got like the chat on my phone. So I'm trying to try some new things, be less confused by this streaming thing. And I actually have the chat for Twitch up here, so maybe I should change, because I can see the Twitch chat here. Maybe this isn't necessary, and instead we'll do it like this. Get that YouTube chat. Oh, it's not working. All right, so we won't do that. All right, let's go back here. All right. Man, technology is the worst sometimes, right? All right, so we're gonna try this game out. I haven't played on this computer. I played on my laptop yesterday, but let's press start. Oh, we got a sound effect. I didn't hear that. Oh, there's music too. All right, so we're gonna turn off the stream music while we play this. All right, that's a nice ambience. I like it. Sound is so important to a game. To the feet, that's good. Alright, feels like it might be loud compared to my voice, but I like the sound of, wait, let me see something. Alright, so the sound, the feet are like changing, the steps are like cycling through, it sounds like. Just put like something oh, how nice. I think like being like in this room I can't, right? I don't know if we want that. If you do, that's fine. I just I noticed it is like I don't know if I want to be able to run off the map, because like in this next room, spoiler alert, that was a cool sound effect. I like it. set some volume settings in here. Oh no, get out of here, man. This room, there's these bunny things, and last time they like totally smoked my face. So I'm gonna turn up the volume on my like, these seem to have some AI where they can find me. Yeah, this room is like really, that room might be too hard. Oh, they're still hitting me too. That room might be too hard. I don't know, is that the last room? This is great though, man. I love this. This is like, this is solid. VFX, like that little glitch effect when I interact with something is really cool. Lemon Skate, I appreciate you. Thank you for the feedback. Thanks for watching. If you're not already, now I'm definitely, these bunny things are definitely in my face now. If you're not already in the Discord, like, I can't beat this room. I don't know how you beat it. Have you beat this game? What is that? I don't like that sound at all. That maybe I'm not doing it right. Maybe that bunny room is not doing it right. Let's try it one more time. I really wanted to finish the game on stream. Maybe there's a tip. Maybe there's something I'm not. Because there's no like interaction. Like I basically can interact with these and the chests. Played way too many times. It's too easy for me. Yeah, this is the problem when you make a game. You end up playing it hundreds of times, and it becomes so easy. I'm gonna try it again. I really wanted to beat this on stream. I got to the same place yesterday. Although yesterday I encountered a bug where I got stuck and they couldn't kill me, but I couldn't, and I was just like stuck there. Oh, did the lights go out? Oh, that was neat. That's a nice touch. I like it. I like that. That's a nice touch, man. Oh, get out of here, dude. Oh, dude, now I'm definitely, these bunny things are gonna get in my face. Dude. I didn't even get to the... Alright. I really want to beat this game. Alright, can we do this? You know what it might be? That I'm just really bad at video games. That's why I like making them. I like being in control. Alright, I need all my hearts, so no more taking risks. I'm trying to get to that last room too quickly. Get out of here. What? That dude was, he was invisible. Insta-death. No. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna play this. We're gonna see what we're gonna see. Now that I know how to like get around those stupid things a little bit better. Like you can't wait. Also, you might want to consider putting something in that like ends their aggro after a certain amount of time, because they just keep kiting. And here's the thing, like once you have all their attention, you just got to keep moving, right? So it would be good to have something, I think, that hang on a second, when they're chasing you, if they stop chasing you at some point. And the reason is, now that I know that I can just get all their attention and just not stop moving, and you move a little bit faster than them too, so you can build some distance between you and them. I think it would increase the strategy, because then like you couldn't just keep running from them. Like you would have to like keep in mind that some of them are gonna stop following you and go maybe back or something. Alright, I got all my hearts this time. Oh. Yeah, this is what happened last time. So now I'm stuck in this corner. They can't hit me. They're trying to, but it's something with their... So now I'm just like stuck. Insta-death was not supposed to happen. Alright. This is great though, man. Honestly, like, I'm like super impressed by this. I was seriously considering that was the end of the game when I got to that. When I got past those bunny things. I don't know what they are. Are they bunnies? Also, where'd you get these graphics? All the assets look solid. Even this princess, she's got this little bouncy hair. Things are kind of terrifying. That was a bad choice. Dude, leave me alone, man. I'm totally dead this game. Yeah, some more hearts. Because now I'm just like pretty much fucked, right? P is pause. It's just you. I'm like, I can't get over how well made this is. And like, this is the point of playtesting, right? You've been playing in a vacuum for months. And these bunnies are gonna get me like right up. Alright, let's just run up the middle, get all their attention. Now, should be easy street. Oh no, 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 no. Alright, I'm not even gonna try for that one yet. I'm gonna kite him around a little bit. Guys. Meet my face. You can't even get me. Oh no, 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 no. Don't get cocky. I think it's down on the Oh no, no, no. I should be able to get them both. Like, what are those? Those are terrifying. I'm so dead. Oh, there was a heart in this room, wasn't there? Nope. Oh, this was the room with all those bunnies. Keep I really love this game though. I don't know what are the. I guess because I died. What was this? This was there that instant death happened. Am I supposed to go over there? It doesn't look like it. Alright, so don't walk in the river. Oh, is this a combo? Did I just get lucky last time? This is cool. Oh, reset. Nice. Good. Oh, this is very akin to. This is very akin to something I may have programmed in my course. Very good use of this. Oh, I found the second one. God, shit. Systematic. Dude, like the lightning, the rain. I'm like loving this. Come on, didn't I try all of them? Is it this one? Oh, must be that middle. Yeah, that lightning. Alright, that's 3. Son of a bitch. 2, 3. That's not the bottom one. 4. Alright, 50-50. Can I get it on the first shot? Yeah. Alright, now what's gonna happen? If something comes out and I'm pissed. What did I open? Oh, very nice. Oh no. I don't like that. It's up here. Alright. Ooh. Oh no. This looks sus. A strange key. I wonder what it opens. How do I get back? I am like seriously impressed right now. Oh. All right. Just tell me, is something gonna eat my face? I need to know.
I was so nervous.
I have full hearts. I should be fine. Maybe a little save. Maybe a little save right here. Like, hey, you did it. Save your progress. So, just in case something eats your face. No. No, man. What's that? Sorry. I think I'm just suspicious of everything because I don't want to do this. Oh god. Oh man. Very cool. I loved it. In hindsight, I loved every second of it. While I was doing it, I did not love it. I was so scared the whole time. I don't like scary games. Yeah, this should just be the stream, is you guys make scary games for me to play. And I piss my pants every stream. Speaking of which, I'll be right back. Just kidding. Hey, but in all seriousness, I'm gonna get this music going again. We're reviving. Yeah. In all seriousness, this is a solid start. Like, you've taken some basic concepts, like nothing crazy, didn't need to blow things out of the water. The graphics are low poly and like the, what do you call that? The Minecraft shit. But like, it was visually appealing. Like, we don't need AAA graphics to be visually appealing. Look at like Hollow Knight, right? That game is gorgeous, and yeah, it's like, you know, really high quality art, but like, what you've done is you've created like, you've taken a few basic things and you made like a really fun game. And like, I'm super impressed, man. And like, this is the type of stuff that like people need to be doing. Like, everyone has their dream game, right? Everyone has like this idea of a game in their head that they want to make, and it's going to be Skyrim, you know, or it's going to be Grand Theft Auto, or it's going to be World of Warcraft, or Halo. But like, you don't need to do that. You can make Princess Quest 2.5D, and it's a fun game. So, hey, if you want to, I don't know if it'll let you. I can link your itch, or people can go to the Discord. I don't know if you're cool with that. But like, everyone should go give this game a shot. Now that you've seen it on stream, you know what to do. But like, I'm really impressed. One thing I wanted to check is if, and maybe I won't do it, but the controller, like if you have a controller controls so that someone can use like a gamepad. I mean, it was fine because you really just have WASD and E, but like when you're running from those terrifying bunny things, if like I had the ability to like not have to press E and I could just like press a button on a controller, like, you know, A. So like I can move around and then I could just press A instead. And that way because like the problem with E is I have to take my finger off of another key to press it, right? So like, it's just like small little improvements. And like, I'm not saying this like, yeah, very cool. Definitely, you know, try to get that working, because I think that would be a nice little quality of life improvement. Give the ability to change the sound settings. Maybe a few more hearts here and there for people like me that are really bad at games. And the AI is just like maybe a little, and maybe it's just not the AI. Maybe there's just too many of those bunny things. Like, I did beat it eventually, right? What's it been? 20 minutes? 30 minutes? So like, it's, I mean, but I think like when you're first starting off, it's kind of like, all right, this is really hard. But like, I loved everything about it. I just think that there's a few things that like for someone who hasn't played the game might be a little bit of it's like a steep learning curve, right? Because those other things, like the little ball things with the bunny ears, those like are pretty easy to dodge. It seems like the AI is not great on those, like not like too aggressive. But like one of those times I was playing, like the bunny just like beelined right for me, right? And I was just like, what the hell? But I also loved that ending with that creepy demon thing. Like, honestly, that was really cool. Because it's just like, yeah, you worked all this and then you're fucked anyways, right? So, whatever. No, really good. Really well done. Honestly, I'm super impressed. I can't say enough good things about it. So, yeah. I'm gonna close that out. If anyone hasn't tried it out yet, though, definitely head to the Discord. download that game. It's really fun. Show some support for people that are working hard, and keep it going. Like, keep working on that. And I would love to see like a new version once you get some of those things worked out. And honestly, like I think the length is really good just for like a demo. Like, you're just trying to show, some basic concepts, implementation. I think it's really good. I wouldn't, like, if you want to keep making it longer, I think that's good. Like, maybe another, like, I don't know, few minutes, but I don't think it needs to be much longer. I think it's a good demonstration of your skills, Yeah, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for letting me play it on stream. Honestly, it was a lot of fun. As much as I hated it, I loved it. I hated it because I don't like scary games. But new challenge, everyone make a scary game and I'll play it on stream and you can watch me be terrified. All right, so I've been working on this C++ course for a little bit now. And it's not going as fast as I want it to be. I'm also trying not to like burn myself out. I'm trying to make sure I put like the same level of detail as I did into that Blueprints course. But one thing I think would be helpful for me would be to start like building out some of the core concepts that I'm going to be teaching in the course. So essentially, like, for the rest of the stream today, I'm going to stream for probably like an hour, maybe 2 more hours. I'm just going to work on kind of starting creating the foundation for one of the projects we're going to work on. And this is going to be an RPG course. This is going to be an RPG that we make in the course. So I'm going to call this Action RPG Prototype. And this is going to be a C++ project because we're going to be learning C++. So this is actually the second project that we work on in the course, but this one we're going to start from scratch. The first one is the whole first week is just to try to build some of the core C++ concepts. And what we're going to do to make that happen is we're actually going to take an existing Blueprints project that works, and we're going to rewrite it as a C++ project. So this may be something like, for me, when I'm doing prototyping, I like to do everything in Blueprints just because it's really fast. Like, if you don't really know how something's going to work, I think it's a lot faster to just build it in Blueprints, get it working, and then you can like migrate the things that need to be C++ into C++ later. Some people would argue it's doing double work, but I would say probably, even though you're having to do some things twice, it's still faster than doing it once and trying to like get it working in C++ the first time. So essentially, chat's not updating for me. Can't see anything other than the first message. Can you see this? Also, like, yeah. I was having issues a while ago with it was like my last stream. It was being really wonky. But yeah. So, that worked. Just saw the message pop up on the screen. Oh, yeah. There it is. Forgot that was on there. I'm like the worst streamer ever. I mean, the good news is there's only like a handful of people watching, but I totally forgot what I was talking about now. This is the problem with having ADD and being a streamer. So yeah, what I'm going to do today is I'm just going to start working on some of the core concepts of this project. We've already kind of made some of them in the other streams, just when we were just like messing around and, creating some fun stuff. But this time we're just gonna start by building things in C++. And I have the curriculum up over here, so I'm just gonna like start working down the list of things. What happened? Did it? Oh, it's working. Project cannot be filed. Already off to a great start. All right, let's do this. Honestly, this is why I hate working in C++. Like immediately, like Unreal Engine is like, nah, we're good. We don't want to do that. I'm making a project from scratch. Like I've done nothing. This project already exists. I know because I just made it. .NET. All right, let's do that. This is why I hate C++. Honestly. Workloads. So dumb. Let's move this off the screen. So dumb. Anyway. Did it even show up? Yeah. So it's here. Wonder what happens if I try to open it up here. Is it gonna give me the error? Yep. No. So if I go to show in folder, I can try this. This is gonna fail though, I guarantee you. Oh, maybe not. Maybe once in my life, Unreal Engine decided to not be an idiot. Hello. Hey, people are joining the Discord. What do you know? Look at that. Yes. All right, now this is gonna say, gotta do it from source, and it's annoying every time. Oh, maybe not. Oh, man. I actually just really hate C++. I get it that it's like, but it annoys me so bad. All right, that's almost done. Cannot be compiled. Try rebuilding from source manually. So this is actually an error that someone got on the Discord earlier. Let me see. Make sure it's the same one. Yeah. So now what we have to do is in here try to build, and this will probably fail, but like this is a brand new Unreal Engine project, right? Like it shouldn't have these issues, and like I think this is where people get really frustrated with Unreal Engine and C++. Like when you're doing things in blueprints, it's just like everything works, It's really smooth. It's really easy to make fun games. And then people try to learn C++, and they're just like, oh my God, what is this? Oh my God, what is this? I don't know what any of this does. Like, in all honesty, you probably should have some classes in programming, right? Like some actual C++ courses before you try to tackle this. So maybe that's like the missing link. It's almost like there's a piece missing, and that's what I'm hoping to like figure out with my course. Because like I've done all this stuff 100 times now, but it still frustrates me because I'm like, it shouldn't be this difficult to just make a game. And like, yeah, you don't need to use C++, but like you kind of do. At least you kind of need to understand it, right? You need to know what's going on. All right, is this working? All right, it worked. 2 failed. All right, let's see if we can open this. Oh, it looks like it'll open. Great. Our brand new project will actually open in Unreal Engine. So it's been like 10 minutes, right? Just to open a project for the first time. Like a brand new, fresh project. I don't know. Maybe I'm being too hard on it. There we go. We did it. All right. So this is actually a C++ project now that we have open. And we can see that, because see here, C++ classes. And right now there's just this one. We can also see it here. So see, we have Action RPG Prototype Character, Action RPG Prototype Game Mode, and we can also see those here, Prototype Character and Game Mode. And I'm not gonna do this right now. So here's my character, and this is the header file. What did I do? Damn it. All right. So I'm going to try to equate this. Like, we're going to kind of go through a little bit about like the very, very basics. Let's not do that right now. So I'm also going to open up the C++ file. And the header file. And basically we're going to try to draw some correlations. Yeah. So let's look here. Let's look at this header file. And it looks like a bunch of random crap, right? But what you notice is it's not actually that random. Like, we kind of understand what some of these are, right? Like, this is called a U input action, and there's got a little asterisk, so we're not going to explain that yet. And then it's called move action. There's one of these for a lot of things, right? Move action, look action, jump action. If we go to Unreal Engine, let's close. Unreal Engine, you're so crazy. Why you gotta be like this? I don't want you to go all the way over there. I want you to go like how you're supposed to be. There we go. No, that's not it. Whatever. Good enough. All right, let's look here. So this, we notice right away, it looks different, right, than what we're used to. Like usually if we open this in a Blueprints project, there's a bunch here. There's like a bunch of stuff. But now all that stuff happening, like if we look here, parent class, action RPG prototype character, and that's what this is called, action RPG prototype character. We have all these actions that are set up, right? We got a use spring arm component, camera boom, and like, look, all these are coming. So like, here it says edit in C++, like we can actually change the way this is configured, but we can't do it here. We have to do it in the C++. So let's think of something we want this character. Oh, but also notice that like these are like the U class. Then we got some public. This is like to gain access to that character. Protected, move. So this is where we're calling. Let's see if we can find it here. It's probably. There we go. Here's our IMC. So this is linking up all those different things: move, look, jump, correlate to this, jump, move, look, right? And so those are, and like we usually would do this through Blueprints, and then in here it's what's actually happening. So it's all that movement stuff. Action binding, so jump. Here's move, so this is what happens when we call move. Right? Here's the look, and we notice it's taking the look axis, which is coming from the mouse, right? Because that's how we have it set up. And it's just adding controller pitch, adding yaw and pitch to the controller. Same way we would do it in Blueprints, just a little bit different, right? So once you kind of like break this down into pieces, it's not like terribly hard to understand, and it's mostly the same. So like you could do this in Blueprints, and there's nothing wrong with that, but doing it in Unreal is just gonna be like a little bit more, I guess, like stable and efficient. Here's like our forward direction. So like let's look here, right? So we're calling move, which in Blueprints is set up to WASD, up, down, left, right, and then if we play with a gamepad, it's the left thumbstick to move, right? And we have like W is going to be forward, S is going to be backward, right? And so all we're doing is when we call move, we're going to get a movement vector. It's going to be value. So what are we passing in? This is the input variable. So we're passing in a value, and we're getting the 2D vector from that value. So this is going to have two floats essentially from 0 to 1 for that movement input. We're going to make that into a 2D vector called movement vector. And then this if statement is basically just saying we want to check that we're actually like looking at a controller. So we can look here. This is the controller for this pawn. It's not set on here because we're inheriting it from the pawn class, or the controller currently possessing this actor. So there's a lot of like little hints here, right? So essentially what this if statement is saying is, do we have a controller? If we do, meaning it's not null, then let's do some stuff. First of all, let's find out which way is forward. These little green ones are a comment, so they don't actually do anything. They're just like to give information. You could remove this and it wouldn't change anything, or we could put 2 dashes in front of a line, and now that dash doesn't do anything. Like that line doesn't do anything. So we're gonna get our control rotation, and we're gonna call that rotation, and then we're gonna get the yaw from that, and we're gonna call that yaw rotation. Like, you could probably do this in one line if you wanted to, but this is fine. It's probably cleaner that way. And then we're gonna get, this is saying, let's get that yaw rotation. What is this? But we're basically gonna get the reading of that. The X, and we're going to set that to forward direction, and then we're going to get the Y, and we're going to set that to right direction. And then look at this, we got forward and right. So this add movement input. Another thing is you can hold control and then click on something and it will show you where that's coming from. So this is coming from pawn CPP, and now we can read like what this one's trying to do. But essentially, all of this little bit right here is just the player movement, and then this one's the look. So we're kind of doing the same thing. We're getting a value. This is our input value, probably coming from the mouse, or if you're playing with a controller, it's coming probably from the other stick, right? Yeah, the right stick. And we're just gonna get, again, we're gonna check. We wanna make sure that we actually have a controller, because if we don't wanna do anything, right? We're gonna get some errors. And then all we're doing is we're just getting the X and Y of that vector that we're passing in, and we're gonna add controller, yaw and pitch. So that's it. Like, we just kind of like broke that down. The jump one, I don't want to get into that. This one's like, because you got to do all these extra things like, where is it? Jump. Is that it? So this is like passing in from the character. The character movement has something has like jumping and logic. So this goes like multiple layers deep. I don't want to go that deep. We're just gonna, yeah. And then here, so these are those bindings. This is binding the input action to like something. Like we're taking our move action, the binding for that, and we're binding it to move, which is this. We're taking the look action, which is this one, and we're binding it to look, to that look function. Real basic, right? Real fun. So what do we want to do? What I want to do is, we'll start with something like really basic. So what do I have here? Oh, the input's already set up, the animation's already set up, combat. So let's create a new, let's try to get this working for some basic combat. We already did this in Blueprints on one of the previous streams. So I'm just going to create a new input action. I'm going to call this IA, and it's going to be called basic attack. And then here, I'm just going to bind that to my mouse. So now that's bound, right? And if I wanted to, I could just go into the blueprint right now, right? And basic attack. So I can click my mouse and I'm getting attack, right? So we already know how to do that in Blueprints though. Let's do it in C++. So, and I actually don't like trying to do live coding. I guess we could do it. Let's try it. There's this, this little thing down here where it's I think if you're just changing the CPP file, it's not as unstable, but if you're making changes to the header file, you probably want to close Unreal Engine and reopen it just to be safe. So essentially what we want to do is we want to get this little print string working in C++. So the first thing we need to do is we want to bind to it, and I'm just going to do basic attack. Is it just like this? No. Where is this coming from? There we go. Oh, I do have to declare in that header file. That's right. So consistent. Can't type to save my life. Hey, how's it going? Got to keep an eye on these chats, I guess. Let me pull it up here. Hey, DeFrey, how you doing? John, love our Discord conversations. Yeah, I love the Discord conversations too. What do we need? E-trigger event. I don't want triggered though. I think I want started. This. That's how it's supposed to be. I might be missing something. What does allow abstract do? It's located on the basic attack property declaration in the header file. Character movement component CPP, make sense of it. All right, what does allow abstract do? It's located in the basic attack view property. Where's oh, that's called a typo. That's called trusting trusting IntelliSense. What did I miss? So now I need to declare my function. This doesn't, I don't think this needs anything. Create definition. Stop being annoying. Did I miss anything? I don't. So this is working. Yeah. 48, it says basic attack action. Line 91, basic attack. All right. I'm going to try to remember how this works. And I might say something wrong, but essentially we are defining a U property, which is basically a variable on our prototype character. And this is going to be called input action, basic attack action. Then we're binding it here. So we're basically taking this basic attack, which is what we made here, basic attack, right? And we're binding that to a function called basic attack action, which is this one, or not a function. And then that we'll call this function. I think this is how it works. I think this will work. Let's see. I gotta get rid of it on the compile. And we want to do this. This might fail. Because I just think live coding is, oh, it didn't. All right, now let's see, but it's not gonna pop up where we want it to. We gotta show message log. Like, why won't you go over here? Like, let's try that, and then let's try this. Let's try this. Nope. Come on, man. There we go. That. And then we'll put this here. Now we have ourselves. Now we have ourselves something to work with. Let's move you down here. All right. We should now get. There we go. Is it in the other one? Output log. No, so we're missing something. Uh-oh, someone raided me? Go away. No, I'm just kidding. Welcome. No, this is the worst programming stream you'll ever watch. But thank you for the raid. I've never actually been raided. I don't know what the protocol. Are you just supposed to say thank you? Like, I appreciate you. Hello. Just stream web dev, so streaming C++. Yeah, I'm doing Unreal Engine development. So I have a YouTube course that teaches Unreal Engine blueprints. I'm working now on a course called Bridging the Gap. And essentially this will, there's a delay. Yeah, I don't know how to stream. I'm like the worst streamer in the world. Like someone tried to give me a tip on how to get rid of the delay, and it didn't work. I don't know what I'm doing. Thank you. So when people are learning Unreal Engine, they typically, if they're not, like if they don't have a programming background, they use a visual scripting language called Blueprints. This is a lot easier, I think, for people that don't have that core knowledge to understand. And but Unreal Engine is built in C++, and so I think a lot of people want to learn C++ when they kind of get good with Blueprints. And then this is where a lot of people kind of give up and freak out and get overwhelmed, because it's a huge gap. Like C++ is not an easy programming language to learn. My original intent was to use Unity to bridge that gap, but then Unity started being dicks to people. So I decided, and my Discord decided that they wanted to do, they would rather just not touch Unity at all. So now I'm going the hard way, and I'm trying to teach like a transition course, which is taking knowledge that we learned in the Blueprints course and we're going to apply it to C++. Right now I'm just working on some of the basics for this course, but the problem is I'm missing a piece somewhere and I'm trying to figure it out. So we're currently in debugging mode. But thank you anyway. Yeah, the Unreal Engine compiling is the worst. This hot compile thing down here sometimes works, sometimes not. Like if you're coming from web dev, like having that like automatic updating, you know, you don't have a compiler, you're just interpreting. So yeah, I love it. I've been doing some React stuff on the side with a buddy of mine. We're building an app for his business. So I'm learning front-end web dev, and I don't want to say it's easier than C++ because I don't think it is. I think the thing with web dev is like, I think it's much more about like finding the right workflow for your app, for your project, for your website, because there's so much noise. I find with web dev, there's just like too much noise. There's too many people who are like, hey, try my thing. It's like, you don't know what actually is good or not. Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah. I like, yeah. I think if you start learning programming through game development and you get really good at it, when you go to other things, you're kind of just like, wait, what? This is really way easier. Since you updated the hub, you have to reopen UE project. No, that's what this does. I just don't know. I think I'm missing, like, it's like I have a 4-piece link of chain, 4 links of chain. And like, I think I have 3 of them right now, but I'm missing the 4th one. And I just need to go through this step by step. But yeah, thanks for the raid. This is my first raid, so thank you for, you know, allowing that to happen. But yeah. Yeah, Unity is really awesome for beginners. Honestly, I think one of the problems with Unreal Engine is just not beginner friendly. Like, it's such a steep learning curve, which is why I love Blueprints, because it allows, like, you don't even need to be able to write a single line of code to use Blueprints. It's just real smooth. So let's figure this out. Like, this is right, or maybe it's not. UE log. Does this go to the output log? Yeah. Oh, it's not an error though. It's just a warning, right? I think that you can do that. All right. So we want. It's not friendly for middle devs either. Yeah. Yeah. Let's look at this. I've never actually looked at this one. I'm wondering if I even need that. Let's go back here. I'm getting too deep into it. All right, so let's talk through it. We have our U property. Oh, do I just need? Let's look on this stupid thing. Let's see what happens when I do this. Nothing. All right. So let's look here. We got our input action. How are these working? All right. Do you have any recommendations like ChatGPT? I use ChatGPT sometimes. Oh, not for blueprints though. I don't know. Maybe it could do it. I've never done that. I don't use ChatGPT for stuff like that though. I use it more for like asking it questions. I mean, I'm sure someone eventually will come up with a blueprints AI writing program. All right. So this exists. I think like there's a piece. All right, so enhanced input, bind action, basic attack action, which is here, right? Basic attack. So I bound the action, but like, how do I get this? What am I missing? I feel like there's something I'm missing. Input. That's what I'm missing. You gotta do this. I think I got it now. This should work. Oh, let's do it here. There we go. Look, got it. So that's working. We did it. It was that simple. Just I told you there was a missing piece. I had 3 out of 4 links in the chain. But I don't want that to throw an error. I want it to actually do something. So what I can do is delete this. Basic attack. Let's make this a U function. I'm going to be able to call this from blueprints. Edit. No, that's not what I want. Blueprint callable. Let's do a hot compile. No errors, no errors, no errors. I thought that this would make it easier, but it doesn't. So I'm just gonna close that. Oh, let's look down. Finished. All right. Now on here, I should be able to call basic attack. Look at that. Let's I'm gonna have to actually look up some code for this. Blueprint. What is it called? So yeah, we got that working. So now in here is where we would put like our functionality for if it's called. So like we might want to like play montage. Then we might want to like how we did it in the blueprints version. We had like another little sphere created to create like an attack radius, right? And then anything in that we did damage to. So that's called like what's that function? I want that. I want the C++ version of it. What's it called? Create damage sphere. And then this is called why I'm doing it before I try to teach people how to do it. Yeah. Use ChatGPT for all your scripts. Let's ask ChatGPT. Here we go, guys. What is the function in 5-4 line? Bool line trace symbol by Chico. That was close. I don't think this is right. I think I need to do hit result equals here we need. Hey, thanks. Appreciate it. All right, we need the out hit. We need the vector start. So let's say vector this just shows you here we go, vector 3 player equals get world dot get actor. Oh man.
Dying, shouldn't hurt you hear I'm crying. Can you practice what you preach? Would you turn the other cheek? Father, 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 help us and some guidance from above. 'Cause right now people have me questioning, where's the love?
What do we want? This is just a testament to how long it's been since I've done any of this. I actually do know what I'm doing, I promise.
What's wrong with the world, mama? People living like they ain't got no mamas. The whole world's addicted to the drama, only attracted to the things that'll bring you trauma.
Yeah,
Overseas,
it's
yeah, we
boring.
travel's off
It's
the
boring.
terrace,
I know, man. This is like the problem.
in the USA, the big CIA, the Bloods and the Crips and the KKK. But if you only have love for your own race, then you only
This is the problem with C++ programming. It's not fun, right? Let's shift gears. This isn't fun, right? What should we do? Anybody have anything? Let's just say fuck this. I'm gonna save this. Let's do save all. This is not gonna work, so let's comment that out. I'm gonna come back to this. This is not good for a stream, right? This is not good for a stream. Watching me chat GPT things, not good for a stream. So we can use this again down here, but essentially if we close Unreal Engine, do you want to add collision shape the character? Yeah, I wanted to do a sphere like how we did it in the Blueprints one, but let's not do that. Save selected. Yeah. So essentially that little compile button that was down there, this does the same thing. See, it even looks the same. It gives a little bit different information. But Visual Studio community is like a pain in the butt with Unreal Engine, actually. Let's close that out. Let's go back to the, I'm gonna do that off stream. Let's go to this one. This is the Blueprints version of the game. So essentially what I want to do is, I'll show you. We'll get this going. Do you want to add a collision shape to the character? Yeah, I was close. I just, I haven't done it in a long time. Like a really long time in C++. Like probably too long. Check out Ryder. Yeah, I know. I honestly know that Ryder is better. Thank you for the follow. The problem that I have is I'm trying to make this course for YouTube, and I don't like doing things where people have to like pay money. I want to try to make it free. A lot of the people that watch my YouTube are like young students or college students. And one of the things I love about Unreal Engine and Blender is you can make a game 100% free. It's just you're just paying in time basically. So I don't want to like recommend something where people have to pay money, but I do know, like literally every time I ask like why am I getting these errors, people are like just use Ryder, man. And I'm like, I get it, but like I'm trying to make this course for free. But yes, I know that it could be attached or spawned. Yeah, I want to spawn it. So essentially I'll show you. We have it here. Somewhere. I'm really bad at commenting my code here. Here it is, damage enemies. Why did I call it that? That's dumb. So essentially, when I'm calling this, I'm creating this little sphere. I'm checking, first of all, that we actually hit something. And then I'm checking that the thing we hit has a health component, which is how we're going to do damage. And then we're going to get that health component and we're going to do some damage. And we're going to get our equipped weapon, which is an actor here, or a variable here that we set when we pick up a weapon, and we get the damage from that weapon, and then we apply that damage. So essentially what we did is we had this little sword here that we made in our last stream, and now that sword has a damage of something. So when I hit this guy, I do 20 damage, it looks like. And we could see that by going to our weapons. There's no weapons in there. Oh, that was the folder that I remember now. I'm like having a flashback to my last stream. I think I blocked it out of my memory due to PTSD. But the stream was being like really wonky. People over there are saying Unity's bad because of what happened. I don't know what happened. Does anyone else know what happened? Yeah, basically. And then they were like, just kidding, LOL. But people, the damage is done, man. This is the thing. In the age of the internet, you can't do dumb shit because people find out about it instantly, and then like, it's so hard to undo that. I have a friend that works for Unity, and yeah. He said basically everyone there is like, why would you do this to us? We were making an inventory component. Yeah, I remember now. Last time I was streaming, I had some issues. So we have this inventory here. That's what we were doing. I remember now. Like we can pick up this, like I'm an item, right? That's right. That's what we were doing. We were trying to make an inventory. We made this sword, but we wanted it to go to the inventory instead. But the stream was being really wonky. And yeah, so the issue with Unity, I think for most people, it's honestly not going to impact you. It's, to be honest, my personal opinion, I think people might have blown it out of proportion a little bit. It didn't impact most people. But the people that it did impact, it sucks. And I understand why people like that it did impact were pissed off, but I think like the internet just gets in a like fury mode and they want to like burn someone, you know? And a lot of people just start parroting things that they've heard. I read what it was. Like it pissed me off a little bit, but it didn't really impact me. And I think for people to abandon Unity over it, might have been a little bit too hasty, but I also know that like if it impacted me personally, I probably would have been like, yeah, I'm done with this. But essentially the gist for me, how it impacted me is I was going to make the next part of my course in Unity because I think going from blueprints to C++ is really hard. It's like a huge lift. Even like the best courses out there that I've watched still kind of like miss the mark on a lot of things. And I don't think it's good at like bridging that gap of knowledge. So I was going to use Unity because it's like a really good like middle ground where you are writing code in C# and like it's a good game engine. There's a lot of things I think it does well. And then once you have a grasp on C#, then going to C++ is a little bit easier, I think. But when I told people I was making a Unity course, people basically said I'm not going to watch it. And so to me, like putting a bunch of effort into something, like hundreds of hours into something that people won't benefit from, is kind of not worth my time. But I don't even use Havoc physics, so I wouldn't know about that. I've never used that system. I guess what we could try to do is finish where that inventory wasn't working last time. Last time my stream was like all wonky. If you watch the recordings, I have like a robot voice most of the time. All right, this is going to require me to remember what we were doing. So I remember we had an inventory item of this chair, and then this is our inventory. We were hard coding everything. I do remember that part. Yes, song. Have I already listened to? Yeah. I think it's back to the beginning of the songs. And then we had our blueprints, components. Let's look here. Is there nothing on here? I don't remember where we left off, if I'm being completely honest. I think we were just trying to get it to... yeah, this is where we got to. I am an item. What we want to do is when we interact with an item, we want to get the interacting actor, which is going to be the character. Now we could hard code this. We could just do this, get player character, and then we can cast it to player character. Get the inventory component, and then I'm going to do this for now just to make it a little bit less boring. Yeah, that's actually a good point. You know, I honestly wanted to just give it some time to die down. But it doesn't appear to be dying down. I think people are just really pissed. Like, people on the internet get so fired up about things. I'm not saying what they did was not dumb. Like, I'm not justifying their actions. They're stupid for doing it. But I just feel like people just really jumped in. So in my inventory, I want to create a custom event called pick up item. And right now we're doing this like on the player character. Pick up item, right? But this is eventually going to be called equip item, because this is taking this sword and equipping it. So you know what we could do, actually? We could have this check if there's already a weapon equipped, and if there is... Oh, this is pick up weapon. This should be pick up item. Let's think about this. One of the problems, actually, I don't want to do that, because we're starting to hard code things. And then when we hard code things too much, it makes them not usable. What happens is you make one video about Unity and it's like an hour long and see how it does. It's a good idea. I'd be willing to do that. Just see what happens, you know? How many people are gonna watch it? I like it. If it works, I'm gonna give you the credit. Thank you to Keys Gaming for this wonderful idea. I don't want to hard code too many things. What I really want is to have this be like very componentized, like everything is working through the inventory component. And basically we're just gonna check that the player character has, so we could even do this. which it always will be, but you never know. Let's make this less. Can we check has component? We don't want to do that. So maybe we do need to cast still. Because otherwise I don't know how we would get like this, right? Character. Add into a component. So maybe that is just like, well, let's just do that for now. We'll just put it in the documentation, right? For this fake thing that we're making. Visual skip, yeah, bolt. I would be doing C#. I think C# is easy enough that you could grasp. Most people should be able to grasp it. I feel like C# is one of the easier languages to grasp, if I'm being honest. That's not what I wanted though. I wanted to cast a player character. I like that C# is like so human readable, personally. And no header files. Header files are a pain in the butt. It's an artifact of an older time. And we want to call pick up item. And pick up item should pass in. We never had a struct on here. Did we build a struct? We did build a struct. Item info. So this needs a variable of item info. So pickup item needs to have item info. Because we want to pass it in. Whatever it is on this actor, we want to pass it in. And for now, we can just check this is working. By doing a print string. And let's break this out and get just the name. And we can go to this item base and find that name, and we'll say that this is a chair. So now when we interact with this chair, it'll print chair. Chair, 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 chair. All right. Man, like everything's laggy today. So BP weapon inherits from item base. So I'm going to delete all of this and in my class class defaults because now we should have this item info. We're going to call this sword. Sword. Chair. So that's working. I want to make VR games. Got no headset. Yeah, that's a good part of it. Trying to find ways to test without a VR headset. Isn't there? I feel like there should be. There's probably an extension or a plugin. It's 2 a.m. for you. Let me get. Oh man, you're like on the other side of the world. Where are you, in Australia or something? New Zealand? Good morning, Couch. Couch Jumper. I'm just gonna call you Couch. VR. I bet you anything there's something. I've never done anything VR. I actually think I would get I get like really bad motion sickness. It's a little bit embarrassing. It's funny because I was in the Navy and I got seasick all the time. And people be like, "Why would you join the Navy if you got seasick?" Because I like an adventure, I like a challenge. I'm gonna take like a 2-second break. I'll be right back. Full Aussie. All right. Aussie Taskmaster. It's not as good as the original, but still good. I've never watched it. I know some people that watch the original and they like it. Never seen it. All right. So now that we can pass that information in, yeah, I'm working on this inventory system that we started last time. The stream was being really wonky last time. It was like just completely cutting out, and then, you know, I had a robot voice for like half of it. So when we pick up an item, actually, what is this member variable? Oh, texture, image. Let's save all because Unreal Engine doesn't like when you change structs. Just as a warning, whenever you change a struct, this is like one of the, I'm not saying it's the only time that Unreal Engine crashes, but it is consistently the most times that Unreal Engine has crashed. So when you change a struct and it's like on a bunch of actors and then you go to like into one of those actors, it's gonna crash. Don't miss it. Traded streaming for Taskmaster. Was that a good trade? One thing on Steam called Driver used 2 mice. What? That sounds weird. I don't know if I would like that. Can't you use like 2 phones? That might work, right? I feel like that should work. Like the gyroscope in the phones. Yeah, I wasn't really streaming when I started, but I started doing it because my schedule tightened up a little bit. I didn't have as much time to spend on the course, but I wanted to like keep the YouTube fresh. And it takes it's less of a time commitment to stream than it is to do the course content. I'm still working on the courses, but because it's slowed down a little bit, I didn't want to like just wait a year till my next course came out. So I've been like releasing little videos here and there. You may have seen the one last weekend of about mental health, and then a few weekends ago I did one on a level transition system, and I did one on the keypad system. So I'm just like focusing on those, like a little bit more chill videos, kind of like one-offs, and then doing streaming while I slowly build this next course. We worked on the course a little bit at the beginning of the stream, but literally someone said they were bored, so I was like, all right, fine. So once we pick up an item, we're passing the info from this item into the inventory. And then from here, we want to have a variable that is of item info. And this should be an array. Now here's the thing. Probably gonna crack. Good for you. I don't know. I haven't cracked software since I was in the Navy. So when I was in the Navy, we had a lot of people like bring cracked versions of games on the ship because you're out in the middle of the ocean and you get so bored that you just need stuff to do. So I used to play a lot of cracked games, pirated games back when I was in the Navy. But since I've been home and, you know, have access to the internet and stuff, I haven't really found a reason to do that. Plus, I feel like in general, like, I don't know, it's a pretty divisive topic, but like people put money and time into like making these things, and like now that I'm doing it and I realize like how much time it takes and how much of an investment it is, like, I'm not saying I'd be mad if somebody like pirated my stuff, but it'd kind of be like, that sucks. Like, I worked really hard on that and you're just gonna get a free copy of it. Like, I don't know if I would call it stealing. I think some people like literally think it's stealing. I don't think it's stealing. I just think it's unethical. And I think it's kind of like crappy. Rick and Morty VR stuff. Don't even know what that is. Sounds inappropriate. I only watched that show once. A friend of mine tried to get me into it, and it just wasn't my thing. Some of the episodes were all right. I think we watched like a few episodes. Some of them were okay. They still have to buy the game first. To be honest, they still have to buy the game first. To crack it, you mean? Yeah, like you're selling one copy, right? And then they crack it. I know Rick and Morty. I don't know what Rick and Morty VR stuff is. I know what Rick and Morty is. I'm not that cut off from society. I watched an episode or two. I think we watched 4 episodes. And I was just like, dude, I'm not getting this. I don't like how the main science dude, what's his name? I don't know, is that Rick or is that Morty? Not the kid, the old man, like his grandpa or whatever it is. I didn't like how much of a dick he was. I was just like, you're kind of a, like, it's just not funny to me. He was just a dick. I don't know. That's just me. I know, like, people love the show. I know they do. I know it has a huge following. I just didn't like how much of a dick he was. But I guess that's the joke, right? I guess that's what makes it funny. Please go back to Rick and Morty school. I will not be going to that. I will not be attending that school. Listen, man, everyone has their thing. I'm not going to sit here and say that it's a bad show. I'm not saying like no one should watch it. I'm saying I personally don't think it's that funny, and I don't like how much dick he is. Just not my thing. People, like, if I told you shows I like, you'd probably be like, what is wrong with you? You need to go to a mental hospital. But that's my thing. I'm not going to sit here and tell people they're wrong for liking the show. I just personally don't like it. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion, but I'm like completely losing focus. We've been looking at this one blueprint for like 5 minutes. No, it isn't funny. It's run. Dan Harmon. Oh, he's the Community guy. That's what I thought. Yeah, I like Community. Huge Community fan. Yeah, it's not a comedy? Wait. I feel like you're trolling me now. Or maybe I'm just not understanding what you're saying. Pretty sure it's supposed to be funny. Wubba lubba dub dub? What is that? Is that a Rick and Morty reference? The focus of today's stream is Jim divides his viewers by telling them he doesn't like Rick and Morty. There's got to be at least one other person that doesn't like Rick and Morty in the world. I love Community though. That show is hilarious. That show is like one of my go back and watch episode shows all the time. It like fell off at the end. Basically, like as soon as Donald Glover left the show, just kind of like, eh. Like I feel like that was, and it's not because he left. I think that was the point in time in the show where it just like stopped being as funny to me. How are you not trolling me? I'm not trolling you. I don't. Everyone's entitled to their opinions. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that you can't like Rick and Morty. I don't like Rick and Morty. Rendering software on a scale of 100. I also did not. Thank you. I am not alone in this chat. Of the 8 people, if I was better at streaming, I would do a poll right now, but I don't even know how to do that. Of the 8 people watching, what is the consensus on Rick and Morty? Yeah, I know like they kept getting defunded and they would get like just enough to do one more season because they really wanted to hit that 6 seasons because of that meta joke. If you ever use any other rendering software? Also, what would you rate Unreal Engine on a scale of 100? I have used, I wouldn't call Unreal Engine a rendering software. At least I wouldn't call that its primary use. I know that it is being used for that more now. I would say that there are some very positive benefits to Unreal Engine if you wanted to use it as a rendering. For instance, the Nanite and Lumen for real-world lighting and like rendering like tons of objects is really, really solid. Especially that it can do all of that like at runtime. To draw a comparison, like if I was to try to render a scene in Unreal Engine that had like very, very high quality graphics, it's gonna take like, I don't know, if you're doing like a pre-rendered scene, I think the worst I've ever seen it do is like 20 to 30 seconds per frame. And that was a pretty intense thing that I was doing. I was really just trying to like push it. It was when Lumen and Nanite first came out. A friend of mine and we just like tried to push it to its limit to see like what it could handle. And we just put like 1 million crates, like high poly, high resolution crates in a scene to see what it could handle. And yeah, as a comparison, like if you use something like Blender or if you're rendering it with Maya's rendering, like ray tracing rendering engine, those scenes would have probably taken like 10 minutes to 20 minutes each per frame. So Jim, press Alt F4. Oh, got me. Give me mod and I'll do a poll. Can you do a poll in YouTube? Live chat. Let's see. Yeah. I think Unreal Engine is good if you want to use it for rendering. I know it's like being used more and more for that now. Actually, it's funny. I just saw a car commercial, like on the television, and I was like, yeah, that's definitely a rendered scene. I don't know what they use, but probably Unreal Engine, because like Unreal Engine's been pushing. Like if you go. Launch not 5.3. Well, that's gone. Let's go back here. Completely lost track of what I was working on. We haven't moved from this screen. Let's just go to a different screen so it looks like we're doing something. I think while that's pulling up, we could probably do that. So what we want to do is, like, we have this here. Let's also create a variable called max items, and this should be an int. And I think right now it's 16, right? Max items. This should not be an array. All right. So first thing we want to do before we even grab this is I want to do a branch to see if the inventory is full. And so basically what we'll do is we'll get this and then get the length or size. Does this return the number of items? So it won't return 0 unless it is actually empty. And then we want to see if it's less than max items. I've heard numerous people shipped Unreal as a beginner. I just wanted to see an experienced opinion. Yeah, you can do a lot of you can do a lot of really cool stuff with Unreal Engine. Matter of fact, the new Final Fantasy games, the one that came out in 2020 and the one that literally just dropped like a week ago, those are both built in Unreal Engine. And those pre-rendered scenes, like they have like cut scenes, those are all rendered in Unreal Engine. So you don't even need like another third-party rendering engine. And like that game looks pretty damn good. I don't have a PS5. It's funny because I bought a PS4 just for the other one, played through it, and then they said the next one was coming out on PS5, and I was like pissed. I was like, damn, I just keep having to buy new systems like every time like they come out so far in between that there's only one per system, it seems. Although the other one came out like kind of on the tail end of PS4, I would say. Like the PS5 might have already even been announced. So I guess it was inevitable. I should have seen it. I just really wanted to play it. I love that game. Why does this keep coming up? Oh. So yeah, this is what I was talking about. See this one when you launch Unreal Engine 5? If you're still here, I don't know if you are, Cookie. When you launch Unreal Engine 5, it's gonna ask you like, what do you want to play? Hey, thanks for the sub. I appreciate you. When you launch Unreal Engine 5, this is to make games. These are some templates for different games that you can make. These are like, you know, at least like a solid, they take the basics out of it, so you don't gotta do it from scratch. Film, so like, you know, you can play with this DMX stage that they were made. There's, you know, some different things in here, like if you wanted to do like a newscast, like a fake newscast stage, you and your boys could sit in a green screen and, you know, make it look like you're in a news studio. A lot of people are picking up for like ArcViz, architectural visualization. So you basically create, you know, the 3D model of the building, and then you throw it in Unreal Engine, you put some trees and some lighting, and it looks like, you know, you're really in that place. So if you're using things like Cesium, which is a plugin, it's a third-party software, but there's a plugin for Unreal Engine, and it will take like geo data from Google Maps or whatever GPS that they use, and you can actually like build things there. Automotive, so this is, I guarantee you, like the people that made that car commercial were like, you know what we should do? We should just make Unreal Engine. We should just make this with Unreal Engine and not actually have to go to like the Bahamas to make it look like we're somewhere. And then simulation, VR, AR, stuff like that. So, but yeah, this is all, you know, it's gaining a lot of traction. I think we'll see more and more virtual production studios, and less like, you know, it costs a lot of money to keep people all in one place, and with remote work picking up, and, you know, post-COVID world where everyone's trying to find ways to like have a better work-life balance, like there's no reason, like you could just create a virtual studio and be like, hey, we're doing this remote, you know. So I think it'll become more and more popular with time. Am I excited for GDC and Unreal Engine? There's not that much of a lag. I'm just talking too much and taking some time to get around to the questions. Yeah, when is that? May? There's a friend of mine that's a speaker there, but I think I'm traveling that week. When is GDC? Oh, it's like next week. Or in like 2 weeks. It's this week. So not next week, but the week after. Yeah, it should be interesting. I want to try to go next year, maybe. I think by then I'll have things moving enough that it would make sense for me to go. Right, so we check that our inventory is not full, and then if it isn't full, let's get this and add. You know what I need though is I need like something that is, I'm gonna do something a little wonky. Meshes, starter content, props. I'm gonna take this bush, that's a bush. Bush. I'm going to take this I need a thumbnail that's just nothing. So I'm going to take this and move it off the screen. And I want to use a border. Yeah, look at that. No, that's not the border I want though. Nope. Let's just make it nothing. That sounds good. Blank texture. So weird. There we go. All right, now where are you? I actually want the base item info to be that blank one. Blank. So that when I pull up my inventory and there's nothing in it, there we go. That'll do it. So now we have just a blank inventory. That's what I wanted. All right, so now, so we're adding this. So now here in my inventory, it's gonna get a little bit dirty. I'm gonna go back and redo this later though, but just for the sake of keeping it interesting. I actually want to build this dynamically. and I want to build it based upon what's already like in the inventory component. I need some math. So what do we want to do? We want to, first we want to delete all this. I almost want to like make a copy though. Duplicate, and this is going to be called archive. All right. This is the part that's tedious and annoying. So this is our inventory. We archived it, so I don't have to go back and do stuff again. And I'm just going to delete all of this. So now, I actually think we'll make it dynamic later. So I want this to be a vertical box actually. I'm going to delete this. Now I do need to make one other component, and that is just going to be called inventory row. Do you think you could make a horror game in Unity? Like, go for it, and then I'll play it on stream like I played that other game. If you missed the first like 45 minutes of the stream, I played a game from the Discord that one of the members of the Discord submitted. I played it live on stream, and it was you know what the funny thing is, it wasn't like it wasn't like a scary game, but I just don't like horror at all. So I played that on stream, and it was awful. I was so scared. But in all honesty, it was actually really well made. I was like super impressed. This or this, I need that. We'll leave that for now. Probably don't need this. Inventory row, inventory item. And this needs to be a variable. So here in my inventory, I want to, in my inventory vertical box, let's call this VB container. How long am I going to keep streaming? Maybe another hour at the most. I got a bunch of housework to do today. How long does this music last? 30 minutes. I could find another playlist, right? I also like don't know the rules on playing other people's music. Like I found this one, it specifically says like no copyright. But if you put a game, if you get a game going, I can play it on the next stream. I'm probably going to stream most Saturdays unless I got other stuff going on. All right, what do we got here? All right, so we have our inventory. It's got this VB container. Now, on construct, I want to have a variable on here that holds our inventory component. and I want to pass this in because I do need that player character now because that's how we open and close the. You need to play Last Epoch. What's that? I'm telling you guys, I live under a rock. I just worked too hard. Last Epoch. Looks like Diablo. Oh, I've seen this game. Oh, it like just came out. Yeah, this was one of the ones that was like on my Steam recommendations. And yeah. South Park Snow Day. I'm just gonna Google everything you say. South Park Snow. I feel like you and I are in like completely. Snow Day, the first preview. Snow Day 2. Snow Day. Oh, it's a game? Oh my god. This looks pretty fun. I'm gonna put it on my wish list. I'll play it. Jesus. Chill, man. South Park Snow Day. Add to your wish list. I'll check this out. Yeah, it's coming out in like 2 weeks, right? 2 weeks and 3 days. I am Amish. No, I just live a very different life. And some old school IP to chill with. I just live a. So I don't. It's funny because like I don't play a lot of games. I have a full-time job. I do this YouTube stuff on the side. I also have like a startup that I'm working on with a friend of mine. So I don't have a lot of like leisure time to like just do stuff like for myself. So I don't play a lot of Steam games. I watch, chill YouTube videos at the end of the day to wind down and spend time with my family. How much for you to be a dev? From me. I love that there's some stuff going on in the Discord. You guys make a game together, put it in the Discord. I'll play it on stream. Make it scary. I'll piss my pants. It'll be hilarious. No, I know you're not messing. I know you're not knocking on me. It's all good, man. I just live like a very different life than a lot of people in my community. So I'm not hip with the trends, I don't play a lot of Steam games. I'm working like usually 12 hours a day between all my obligations. And then, family, house on top of that. Usually work a lot of the weekends, so this is actually my chill time. This is like my relaxation time. And I would love to play more people. Like that first 30-45 minutes of the stream was like really fun playing other people's games. Like If people in the community make games, I'll totally play them on stream. And if you guys want to make scary games, then fine, I'll play scary games. And it'll be hilarious to watch me get scared. Dude, the funny thing is, it wasn't even that scary. Like, for me it was scary, but like for most people it'd be like, dude, this is like tame. I just really don't like being scared. I don't watch any horror movies. I don't watch any like creepy shows. I like laughing. I like being entertained. Just chilling. All right. So our inventory, now we can pass that in. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure there will be some people to help you out. Are you just more comfortable in Unity? I can do shit in Unity, but you can't afford me. Just kidding. What do we want to do? We want to get this that we passed in, right? Because we need to get the items in the inventory. Let's get the length. Length. It's weird that you don't have to say get length. All right. I guess because it's just dot length in C++. All right, now what do we want to do? We want 4 in a row, so I know we want to do divide, but I think we actually want a modulo. Divided by 4. This is going to be like the last row, because this will return anything that's not 4. Actually, I think we want to build the inventory first, and then we want to add the items to it. So. Doom? Is that the game that you're telling me to play on stream? You got no money. Not the BFG, no, that was the original Doom 3. Yeah, I don't want to, like, that's no fun to me, playing games that, like, are AAA games. I want to play games that people make, and then I'll be scared. Like, I have, that's another thing, I only like really playing indie games. If I am going to play a game, I'll play an indie game. We could make this like more dynamic to actually be built upon the inventory component on the character. So like when we open this inventory, This is getting like a little bit dirty. A little dirty for my taste. To max modded MC. Visage? What's Visage? Is it on Steam? Yeah, that looks terrifying. Oh no, man. I'm not playing that. I will cry. Minecraft. I figured MC was Minecraft. I figured that one out. Context. Stops me to develop games is my lack in 3D modeling skills. Find a 3D modeler. There's a million of them out there. There's so many guys that I know that are just looking for like any project to put their name on, because like game studios want to see like that you actually have not just your like your portfolio, that your name is on a project somewhere. Dude, that game looks terrifying. I don't even want to watch. I don't even want to watch the trailer. That's how scary it looks. Like as soon as I saw this, let's see. Where was it? As soon as I saw this, like this TV playing in the background, some creepy crap going on. Yeah. No. I'll die. I will literally have a heart attack on stream. I don't even have the sound on because I know it'll be too scary. What do you got? What is that? Got a compass. Oh, a creepy boiler room? Nope. Wow, that was creepy. What the hell? Yep, I'm good. Alright, I'm good. I'm good. Oh my god. What is wrong with people? If you make a game, I will play it. As long as it's not safe for work. Because I don't know what the rules on that are either. Don't put any like crazy stuff in there. I think you could show gore though, right? Just no like, you know what I'm talking about? Boobs. What's that sign? It's guitar. Oh, you can't see the guitar. It's my shadow. It's a. Speaking of boiler rooms, that's where my boiler is. If anyone was ever wondering what was behind that door. Sometimes you can hear it. Sometimes it speaks to me. What are we doing here? All right, so now we have a reference to the inventory on the HUD. In here. Thought I saw something moving there. Yeah, gore is fine. I think you can show that. I don't think you can show, like, which is just funny. And I remember, I'll tell you a story. I was in the Navy and I got stationed in Italy, and I went to this restaurant and they were playing like a movie on like one of the TVs in the restaurant. And like, this is in public, it's on like public TV. It'd be like watching like NBC or CBS or something, like full frontal nudity. No big deal, right? Everyone's just like, whatevs. And then this woman like pulls out a gun and they blurred the gun out. And I was just like, what? They blurred the gun out? It was so strange to me as an American, but you know, that's just, you know, ignorant Americans. I think I just had like a huge culture shock in that moment, like how different American culture is from a lot of the world. Like, guns are fine, yeah, shoot anyone you want. It's your freedom, but you can't show a boob. That's illegal. You guys saw something behind me. Is it just me, or do smaller YouTubers make better vids than bigger YouTube? Better vids than bigger. Do small YouTubers make better vids than bigger vids? Bigger, yeah. I put a lot of time into my videos. That course, like that Blueprints course, like legit, probably spent 500 hours on it. I'm not even like exaggerating. What's the math on that? Yeah, so even at $25 an hour, which is low, let's call it an average though, right? Because not all the time is programming time. Like, some of it's editing time. But yeah, that's my budget. That's my hour. That's my budget for my production budget for that course. And then let's do the math on how much I made from it. So 0 equals 0. Okay, yeah, that's about right. Yeah, it's a long course. I think a lot of people like hit week 5 and they kind of seems like that's like, because I could see the analytics for all the videos. Like weeks 1 through 4, people usually, like most people get through that, and I think people hit week 5 and like, I don't know what it is. Like, maybe people aren't interested in that project. I've heard some feedback that like it gets a little bit harder in week 5. And maybe that's why I'm losing people, but I haven't had enough people finish the course to like tell me, you know, the issues. Or people are finishing the course, like over 100 people have watched all the videos, and I've not heard any feedback from any of them. Yeah, no, I'm not. I wasn't saying. I was basically just making a joke. I don't care about money. I do well for myself and my primary business, my day job. I don't do it for the money. I do it because I actually just want to create, like, I want to create the ability for people to make games, and that was the goal. Like, honestly, I'm not even saying that to like toot my own horn. Like, when I started learning Unreal Engine, I was so frustrated by the content out there. So many clickbait videos, so many people just like trying to, you know, get view counts and watch time on YouTube, and like I was just like really frustrated by it. And so when I got like a little bit better and started learning, I was like, I'm gonna make my own course, and I'm gonna try to make it an actually good course. Jim is rich. Eyes. What is eyes? Oh, is that like one of these? Eyes. This one. I'm not rich. I don't do it for the money. If I was gonna try to make money, I would do other things other than YouTube. YouTube is not a good path to revenue. Yeah, I think a lot of people start the course like, plus when I was making the course, like around week 3 or 4, I got a new job, so things kind of slowed down. So like the time between week 3 and 4 was a couple months, and the time between week 4 and 5 was a couple months. And then when I hit week 6, I was like getting close to the end. I was just like, all right, let's just get through the rest of this. So I released 7 and 8 pretty close to each other. Even 6, I think. Like 6, 7, and 8 all happened in like the course of like 2 or 3 months. But so the older videos have been around longer, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Like I didn't drop it all at once. So that's what I'm going to try to do with my new course. I'm going to drop it all within like a month, maybe even less, maybe like 2 weeks, and just see how that does. Can I buy you 100k subs? I don't even know if that's a thing. Is that a thing? You can buy subs? That's shady. What do you get? Like, what's the return on investment from that? I don't even know how much YouTube pays you. I did some like basic research, and I basically found out it was like pennies, like not even pennies. It's like fractions of a penny. So I was just like, oh, this is not a path to revenue at all. Like, I'd be much better off just doing like side jobs for the amount of time that it takes. All right. We've been looking at this for a while. So this is going to be doesn't help at all since you wouldn't get more interactions. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. Like, I heard like because I think probably because a lot of people were doing that. Like, the revenue is not tied to subs anymore. It's all about like watch time, which is why you've seen a lot more like YouTubers make just like long unedited videos. Cause like, even if you only have like a 1% retention rate, if 1% of your people watches an entire video for an hour, like that's way better, right? So it does it does increase the amount of people that like the algorithm is looking for, like who's watching, who's subbing, who's commenting, who's liking, like all those things help, which by the way, everyone should just maybe pass a little like in there, you know, just throw a little, just like get that going. That'd be cool. Not to beg or anything. But yeah. YouTubers make like 10k a month. Yeah, I don't think it's that much. Maybe like the top tier people. I think I figured it out one time based upon some loose math that I found. It was like, let's do a comment box. Not to selection. So what I found was that it was like 0.00 0.05 per view, I think is what it was. Which would mean you need 2 views for a tenth. So you need 20 views for a penny, right? What is this? Oh, it's like at the end of it. Let's do this. All right, that's better. Nice little vibe. Yeah. So let's say a video gets, with this math, I don't even know that this is true, honestly. But if you were to get 100,000 views times 0.0005, so that's $50, right? $600 per week. Yeah. But you have to remember, like, a lot of that's not from. Well, first of all, I think there may be like a ramp. You don't even know any, like, all of this is like hidden behind, like, I don't know. I'm not even there yet, so yeah. I think that there might be a ramp, right? Because one of the things is once people have that many, YouTube wants to incentivize those people to keep making videos. Like, that's their business model. Like, keep making content. That's how we get paid. So I think that it's like pennies for people that have like a few subs. This is also why I think they changed it to like you had to have 1,000 subs and X amount of watch time and all that. And it keeps getting more restrictive to get money. But like, even if I was able to get 100,000 views on a video, that's $50 based on this math. I don't even know if this is true, but even if it wasn't, like, let's I don't even know why I care about why I'm doing this. Let's say it's like 10x, right? So let's say it's half a penny for every view. $500. Now, the amount of work that I have to put into making a video, even if it was this, which I don't think it is, it's just not worth it. Like, it wouldn't be worth it. But I think like now, because people are getting paid by like watch time and view counts, and like that's what the algorithm is looking for now for the advertisers. I think that's why you see a lot more people like making long, like unedited versions, because like the editing time is the huge bottleneck for me. Like, it's easy for me to make a video of me just talking, right, and like working through things, but it's like the editing and like making sure that like I don't make mistakes, and like the research ahead of time to make sure I'm like giving people the right info. That's what takes the time. Every video I make probably takes like between 5 and 10 hours of time. You're gonna edit my videos? You don't do not sign up for that. There was one, I think it's week 6 or 7, where I was like recovering from COVID, and I'm like coughing into the mic so many times that I started to be able to recognize like the audio signature of my cough, and I just started like pre-editing them out because I was just like, I can't listen to myself cough anymore. Post every day, or at least have editors do it. Yeah, I think a lot of people like maybe record like a stream like this and then they'll cut it up into a bunch of videos, but my streams are less about doing things. Like, as we've noticed, we just move to a different screen, but like we just keep getting stuck like this. Where was that other one that we were working on? Is it this one? No. This one? Yeah. We just get stuck looking at something, talking, chatting. So we want to build this inventory, right? So I want to do n. I don't like that you can't search for this thing. It like doesn't pop up. We distract you too much, but that's what makes it fun to me. Like if I was just sitting here like this. The point, right? You get it? It sucks. It's not fun to watch. No one wants to watch that. What am I trying to do here? Create widget. We are here for efficiency. More of that, you just want to watch me. You just want to watch me stare at the computer, stare down my brow like this. This is my programming face. More of that. Alright. You guys basically just told me to shut the fuck up. Cool. I stop by and go, oh shit, didn't know that was possible to jump into UE. Nice. Well, what we're doing here is we are taking this container we made, which is a vertical box, right? And we are going to create a widget called inventory row, which literally just has a horizontal box in it. It's empty otherwise. You can see it, it's tiny. And then we're going to add that horizontal box to the vertical box, and we're going to do this 4 times. And then let's just do this. This to take in what is it? This one, the inventory row. You want me to play a game? I want to play a game. damn it, huh? You want me to play for game? All right, send it to me in the Discord. Or you can DM it to me. I'm not gonna put it up here until I can pre-vet it. All right, so now we have an inventory row, and we want to create widget. This is gonna be inventory item, and then horizontal. We want a child. Add child. Oh, get row. It's free, sent it. Do I even want to watch this? Depart. All right. This is what you want, huh? Man, there's like a lot of people that have played this game. A lot of streamers. I'm so sick of YouTube thumbnails. These people. All right. Yeah, this guy must have like paid people to play his game or something. Unreal Titan Game Jam. What's the game? It's called Depart with 2 P's. Depart Prototype specifically. This one. But look at all these. Like, this is the shit that drives me crazy. Oh. Oh. You didn't make that face. I'll do one of these YouTube thumbnails, but it will just be like the piss stain in my pants. It'll just be like a picture of my pants. This guy's not scared at all. Nope. He's cool, calm, and collected. The red circles, yeah. That guy might have made that face. It is possible. That guy's eyes got all fucked up. This guy, just like, I'm scared. He might have made that. That's a real. I could see you making that face playing a game like this. What is this? That's probably the face that I would make. Anyway, maybe we'll play this on the next stream. I want to like, I'm worried about like playing games on stream that I like haven't pre-vetted, but this is a game that I don't really think I could pre-vet. Like the whole point is that I haven't played it yet, right? All right. We want to pass this in. Try more clickbait for the course. Yeah. All right. Let me practice my clickbait faces. This is the one I see all the time. Right? Like how many of those have you like? There's just so many. It's just like I think we're over it, right? Did it ever work? Were we ever on it? All right. This should work. Let's see what happens. I don't even know. Construct. We made the inventory. Oh, we have one. So something worked. Why do we only have one though? It does work. Ugh. Doesn't work on me. It really just annoys me. Matter of fact, if I usually see a video like that, I don't take it seriously. I just assume that they're an idiot. But who's the real idiot? Is it me for not doing it? Not following the trends? Does it work on you? Like, do people actually see those and think like I should watch this video? Inventory item. You know what I want to do? I think what I need to do actually is get some prints going because I want to figure out what's going on here. Is it actually happening 16 times? It happened twice. Why am I getting a hello there? Really need to comment some of this crap. Oh, that's my hello. So I get it once. But you still may click on it. I don't click on them though. That's the thing. I mean, like, I'm not saying I've never clicked on one, but if I'm looking for something, like if I go to YouTube and I'm like, let's just do a quick search. What's something we were trying to do earlier? UE5 line trace. There are none. Guess that's too tame. UE5 mini map. That's pretty maybe it's just not common in YouTube in Unreal Engine trailer videos. I feel like there's some people that do it. Some people that are fairly popular. I can't find one right now. Yeah, I think like seeing someone's face maybe helps. Maybe that's part of it, but like why like do we need to make a weird face? You know what I mean? Why can't it just be me being like, you know, myself? I don't know. Yeah. Okay, this did happen once. Let's call this we made an inventory item. We made an inventory item. All right, so it only happened once. Why though? Oh, I know why. Because Jim is an idiot. We're making a loop. We gotta make it a loop. Gotta literally draw a loop when you do this. This should work. That's an inventory. It's empty, but it's there. Throws up your evolution be cray. True. All right, so now we just need some padding on this bitch. Where's the padding? Make some stupid padding. Anyway, probably wrap this up pretty soon. I'm getting a little anxious and ready to move on. I think we actually need to do like this. 90, anchors, middle. Nope. 5, like that. Image. 90, 0.5, 0.5. 0. Nope. Let's get rid of I think what we want to do also is when we're creating these inventory item, think we want to assign it a position, and this will allow us to move it within the inventory later on, because right now, like when I pull this up, there's no indication like what this one is versus what this one is or any of the ones in between. So I think what I'll do is I'll just make that happen really quick, and then how am I gonna do that? I guess we'll do it here. No, do it back here. You know what we could do? So we have this. Anyway. I'm gonna be lazy. I'm gonna do it the lazy way. I'm just gonna create a variable that's an int, and it's gonna be called current position get and I think I want to pass that in to here. Thanks for the follow. Yes, Miss ended his stream while I was gone. Yeah, thanks. You were part of the raid and you didn't even know it. Like the ship landed and you were still sleeping in your rack, and you like wake up and you're on an island. There's like you're like where are we? But thank you. Thanks for the follow. Thanks for the sub. I appreciate you. What are we doing? I get distracted way too easy. I want to go back here. I want to refresh this. And I want to pass this in. Now part of this though, this is definitely a lazy way to do this. I need to reset this. Yeah, that's awesome. I should probably go follow them back, right? That's like the right thing to do. Is that the protocol? Follow. React full stack.
Hey guys, so welcome to another stream. Today we're gonna continue.
That's too loud. Nice. Cool. Another person to watch for that, yeah. Alright. Let's see here. What are we doing? I want to reset this to 0 so that way we don't increment it every time that we make a new. I'm going to take all this. I'm going to call this a new function. This is going to be called create inventory widget array. One way we can check this now is by putting an on click. What did I just do? So we can override and do string, print our position. This stupid thing. Yeah, so that works. So what we'll do, and we can set this up next time, because I gotta be done with this. I'm gonna go too long. Went back to Unity. Yeah. Yeah, we talked for a little bit when he got here. I think he was in the chat for a little bit. We talked about Unreal Engine. We talked about game dev and how it was harder than web dev, which I don't think it's harder. I just think it's different. Like when you're doing web dev or React dev or JS, I guess. I think it's more about like finding the right workflow and the right tools. And there's just so many out there that it's like really hard sometimes. Whereas Unreal Engine is basically like you have to use our stuff, and there's some plugins, but you're still going to use our stuff. It's much more like regimented. But like learning how to use that one tool set, I think is a lot harder. So, but yeah, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. I was using Unity for a while too. I was originally going to do a Unity course as well, but decided not to due to stuff that we talked about in the stream already. I'm not going to turn that rock over again. But anyway. So what we could do now, so each inventory position has a number. What we could do is, like, we also have, when we start to build the inventory based upon what's actually in here, and we're trying to assign those to a component. So it's like we're passing in, we want to pass in like this item struct when we create the widget too, but we would need to make sure that we're passing in the right one, right? So we would want to get this inventory, get the items, we're not going to do it here, but just show you for each. And then this array is going to be like the number in the array. So this would be like the first one would be 0. So if we play the game again, like this one is number 1, but we want the array item 0 to go here. So we would need to basically like check for which one of these items is that position, and then set this to that position. But I'm not going to do that today. I think I'm pretty much at the end of my rope here. So I'm going to check out that game. What was it called? The game that's going to make me have a wet stain on my seat. And we might do that in the next stream. But if you haven't already, find my YouTube channel. Should have a link to it. Follow me there. I create I create game dev videos using Unreal Engine. I also have a Discord where people can reach out to each other, connect, work together on games, collaborate, help each other, all of those such things. The thing that I did at the beginning of the stream was I played one of the users' games. So the first like 30-45 minutes of this stream was playing that game. You can go back and watch that. I highly recommend it. It was pretty cool. Great game. You can also play his game. He linked it in the Discord. But yeah, if you have a game you want me to play in the next stream, throw it in the Discord. I'll play it. I would prefer to play games that people in the Discord have made, but some people want me to play games that just make me piss my pants, so we can do that too. Maybe. I'm not gonna say I will. We'll try it. But anyway, I appreciate everyone that showed up today. I appreciate the support. Let me know if there's anything I could do for you, and I'll see you guys in the next stream.
you